All right, welcome back, everyone. We're diving into another lesson from A Course in Miracles today.
Yep, lesson 20.
I am determined to see.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like this one a lot. So we're moving forward, right? Like
Yeah.
yesterday we were talking about recognizing illusions, and now we're going into like, okay, so how do we actually choose our perception?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
how do we shift that?
exactly. And it's really building on their idea that, what we see isn't necessarily like objective reality.
Right.
It's very much shaped by our own kind of internal world.
Yeah, yeah, and our beliefs
Beliefs. Yeah.
and all those things. So this is saying, okay, we're not just like passively watching a movie.
Yeah.
We're actually creating the movie as we go, which I think is super powerful.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility,
Yeah,
but also a really empowering one.
it is. It is. Because, then it's like, well, if I don't like the movie I'm watching,
Change the chat.
yeah,
I could change the channel. Um So, in the course, it always kind of comes back to this choice between fear and love, right? Like everything we see is either kind of filtered through one or the other.
yeah, it's like those two lenses that we're constantly, kind of swapping back and forth between. And it's not about saying, you know, ignore all the negative stuff, pretend it's not there.
Right.
But it's more like, can we approach those things with a different mindset?
Yeah, with a different perspective. Yeah, I think that's huge. So okay, so we've got this tool, we've got this power to choose, but like how do we actually do it? What does that look like? And I know like one of the things the lesson talks about are daily affirmations.
Yeah.
Like I am determined to see love instead of fear. Like how do you feel about affirmations?
I mean, they can be really helpful, I think,
Yeah.
as a way to kind of set that intention.
Yeah.
First thing in the morning, like, this is how I want to move through the world today.
But I think the real practice comes in those little moments throughout the day.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
you get triggered, when something happens that, normally would kind of push your buttons,
Right.
that's the opportunity to pause and say, okay, can I choose to see this differently?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And like, what would be an example? Like, can you give me a concrete example of that?
Sure. I mean, something simple like, you're stuck in traffic,
Oh, yeah.
which happens to all of us.
All the time. Yep.
And you start to feel that like, ugh, this is so annoying.
Road rage coming up.
Exactly.
Right.
That's the moment to say, okay, well, how can I reframe this, Instead of focusing on the annoyance, maybe it's a chance to listen to that podcast you've been meaning to catch up on.
Yeah.
Or just to, practice patience.
Yeah. Yeah. Or, I mean, even to like, I always think about those little moments where I'm like, ugh, I wish I had more time to just like sit and breathe.
Exactly.
Well, here's your moment.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally stuck.
The universe is giving you the time.
Yeah, the universe is giving you time. So yeah, reframe that. Okay, so we've got the affirmations, and then we've got these kind of like little moments where we can practice, and then the lesson also gives us some even deeper practices. Like there's the meditation, which I really love this one, where it talks about like visualizing clarity coming in with each breath.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like you're kind of washing away all of the judgments and the preconceptions that are clouding your vision.
Yeah, it's a beautiful image.
It is, yeah. I find that really calming.
Yeah.
And then there's also the journaling exercise,
Yes.
which I've done this one a few times, and it can be tough, but it's so insightful.
It is.
Like where you take an experience that was difficult, maybe something that triggered you, and you try and like rewrite it from a more loving perspective.
Yeah, it's really powerful because it's like taking that thing that maybe caused you pain and saying, okay, what if I had seen this differently? What if I had responded from a place of love instead of fear?
Yeah, like what would that have looked like?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a powerful practice. So it sounds like, really what we're learning here is that we are not just victims of our circumstances.
Yeah, we have so much more agency than we realize.
We do. We have the power to choose how we see the world.
Exactly.
And by extension, like how we experience it.
Yeah, and if you think about it, if just one interaction today, felt a little bit lighter, a little bit more peaceful because you consciously chose to approach it with love, imagine what that does over time.
Yeah, the ripple effect of that.
The ripple effect, exactly.
Yeah, that is a very good point. A lot to think about. A lot to think about. Well, thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Lesson 20.
Of course.
We'll be back tomorrow with another lesson from A Course in Miracles. But until then,
Keep choosing love.
keep choosing love. Exactly. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Spread the love.
Spread the love. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.